I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, okay? Black men don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like me. It's just what it is. And you have to accept the reality of that. And what you decide to do with that information is on you. Do you think that a man that liked you would see you working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, coming home working, taking care of kids, going to school, getting a degree, paying bills? They don't like us. They see us as workhorses, mules, the backbone. I don't want to be a man's backbone. I want to be his helpmate. I can't help you pay no bills. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing it. You think that he cares about you? He tolerates you. And the reason that he tolerates you is because what you can do for him, which is help him pay those bills. You're working 2 or 3 jobs and he's working 1. He don't like you. I know that they don't like me, which is why I open my options. But they don't like us. You need to get that through your head. Black women are seen generally in society as a pillar of strength, as being resilient, as being independent. Women of other races and cultures are not seen that way. They're seen as soft, fragile, and delicate. Do you think that a man that sees you as a pillar of strength is going to cherish you? Think about that. They don't like us. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they don't like us. And I know that there's going to be a social justice warrior or a big back Barbara the Builder that's going to come on here trying to debate with me. I'm not here to debate or argue with you. You can argue with your beauty supply wig and your lamb chop eyelashes. Black men don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like me.
Hey yo, falar para tu hermano, você sabe que é bom. Listen, black men, this is who is out here charging them up. This is who is out here pushing this message. Now you might say, listen, I'm charging up black men. I'm fueling the divide. I'm just showing guys the truth. Again, most black men, you're living this. You're living this, dude. We're not just talking about hypotheticals. We're not talking about what ifs. We're talking about what black men grow up looking at day to day. Listen, go through my channel. All the videos I dropped are what black men are looking at through their own lens day to day. You hear what I'm saying? Now, this woman over here is charging up black women. She's putting the battery in their back to get out here, do something, and they're gonna regret it later. And guess who they're gonna call to come and help them? You already know who, right? So look, she talked about first, right? Black men don't like black women. The reality is it's the other way around. Black men, they don't like you. Okay? They've always treated you like that. Don't listen, black men, go back to high school. Go back to university. Listen, some of you dudes can go back as far as middle school. They don't rock with you like that. Come on, we got stories, dude. We got stories to tell. The most black women can talk about is somebody saying, "Oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned woman." You feel me? Oh, is this your real hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's the most they can really talk about. Or maybe black men might be saying stuff like, you know, I can't even really think about it, dude. Like most black men are not attacking black women like that. I didn't even hear that stuff growing up, like black men just attacking black women. Like, what? Come on, son. It was them who attacked you. Now listen, she said first, right? A man that likes you won't let you work 40 to 60 hours a week. Black men, let me tell you something. Maybe that was the black men of the 40s, 50s, maybe black men of the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, or even the 70s and 60s. Black men from the past. Yeah, black men brought home the check and she paid the bills and skim a little bit off the top. You know what I'm saying? Put in her little stash, something like that. That's what they did, right? Let me tell you something real quick, black men. If you guys don't live around other groups of people, if you guys don't have interactions with other groups of people. Let me tell you something, black men. In 2025, people are splitting bills. And I'm not talking about black men and black women. We talking about every other group. They are splitting bills. Nobody is paying all the bills unless you just live by yourself and you're a single person, or unless you just are with a partner who's making such an abundant level of money. And again, do black women on average have access to the men who are making an abundance of money? Unless he's in the street selling drugs, unless he's kicking in front doors, unless he's hitting touchdown banks and Chase banks and Navy Federals and all that BOAs and stuff. Unless he's cracking cards, most of these dudes that they interact with are not out here making a bunch of money. And I'm telling you, men from these other groups, I'm telling you, bro, even if he has the money to provide, these people are splitting bills. They're splitting bills, black man. Stop it. She go on to mention coming home from work, taking care of kids, going to university and paying bills. Listen, you decided to take that route. You feel me? You decided to take that route. So you're upset. You feel like somebody should come and bail you out. The fact that you chose to get pregnant by Glocktavius and Tyrone, and now you have a bastard kid, right? Before you got a college degree, before you set yourself up with any skills, you went and got pregnant by Glocktavius bum ass, and now you feel like someone should come and save you. Okay, let's say you're with a black man, and again, these dudes. Hold on, let's say a black man's making the nation's average for a black man 50K, right? Or I think it's like what 40, somewhere between 45 and 50K. So you're with a black man who's making $50,000 a year. He's not enough. So because you have to go work a job like everybody else, 70% of women, regardless if she's married or not in this country, works. I think 70% works full time and about 25 to 30% works part time. So how many women, regardless of race, are in this country, the United States of America, and she does not work? She is at home full time. She has a man, not multiple men, a man. Uno, one, one man taking care of all the bills. How many black women have a man like that? That's not a celebrity. That's not a rapper. He's not an influencer. He's a regular guy as far as career status. He's not a celebrity. He's not an influencer. He can make 100,000. He can make 200,000. He's just not known in the public. How many of these men, or what percentage of black women have these men? A black man paying all the bills. They talk about stuff they don't even experience. Okay, you might experience a simp paying your bills for 1 month so he can have sex. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, and then you're with the black man who, let's say you're splitting bills 50-50. So wait, you're upset that you have to pay 50% of the bills, but if you're by yourself, you're paying 100% of the bills by yourself. See, the only difference is black men, they believe that because a man is around, they shouldn't pay bills. Again, guess what? Your auntie, your grandmother, your mother, your great grandmother, if they had that set up, listen, that's because your great grandmother couldn't work. Your grandmother couldn't work. She had to depend on a black man, or guess what? She would have been on the streets, as they would say, on the streets. You feel me? So she had to. So you think you're gonna be with a man, work a job, he pay all the bills, and you stack your money? Yo, this is not a listen. This is not a charity. You feel me? This is not stack your money up while I bust my ass. Yo, beat it. You feel me? Beat it. Listen, second, she said black men see black women as workhorses and mules. You must be talking about the white man. You must be talking about the conquistadors. You must be talking about the slave owners. Since when do black men look at black women as workhorses and mules, the backbone? Since when have you guys been the backbone? Because you're single moms? Because 80% of the children are born to single parent households out of wedlock childbirth? And that, again, 80% of the kids go directly to the mom, so that makes you the backbone? No, you chose to fuck a bum. You chose to fuck a dude who you felt like, oh, his lifestyle is so infatuating. Oh, he's tall. You feel me? You chose to procreate with a man for superficial reasons, reasons that weren't tangible. You feel me? You chose to do that, and you want to, and you want to claim the title of being the backbone? No way, no way, sir. She says she wants to be a helpmate and not pay and not help you pay bills. My thing with the bills thing is, right, the majority of women out here, regardless if she's single, she pays all her bills by herself every month. Let's keep it a stat. The majority of women are not making 100,000. They're not making 90,000, 80,000, 70,000. That's a small number of them. And guess what? We already know, regardless of race. I mean, maybe some might be better than others, but when these females make money, they spend more money. You feel me? They lifestyle. Let's see. If she was making 50K, and let's talk about them. That's what we're talking about. If she makes 50K, she's living a 40K lifestyle. If she makes 100,000, she's living a $92,000 lifestyle. They're not good with bread, black men. And they keep talking about helping you pay bills, helping you pay bills. Yo, you need his help more than what he needs yours. She's talking about she helping pay bills. What? Yo, again, I'm Gen Z. For guys who are Gen Z and you're dating black women, if you guys have ever lived with a woman, especially them, yo, listen, I bet you dudes got tired of quote unquote providing and she wasn't kicking up no pape. Her feet kicked up, doing nothing, chilling. I'm like, yo, listen, you better pay some bills. Most you dudes pay all the bills and don't even come home to a home cooked meal. Hold on. I made the video a few days ago of the dude when I think I called it black man, you can't even get a home cooked meal. Yo, the dude said, yo, son said he paid all the bills, worked 7 days a week, picked up the overtime shift on the weekend, and you still couldn't come home to a home cooked meal, son? Yo, come on. You still couldn't come home to a home cooked meal. She's talking about I'm taking care of the kids. Yo, what that got to do with you cooking? You feel me? Yo, black man, you don't even get even 65% sim. The dudes who want to be with them, want to take care of them, want to protect them, want to provide for them, want to create black children with them. These dudes get treated bad. So when black women talk about this kind of stuff they talk about online, we already know this stuff is geared towards 25%. Because why? You have more black men out here who want to be with them, more black men who want to procreate with them, more black men who want to marry them, take care of them, cherish them, love them. You have more of those guys than 10% and 25%. So which group of men are you talking about? Listen, I know black men right now who are willing to bust their ass and take care of black women. Listen, every last dollar she needed, she got it, bro. Listen, it's too many black men like that. So what percentage of black men is she talking about? You gotta help him pay bills. Most black men will, let's talk about the curse. Most black men will work themselves to an early grave to make sure that black women don't gotta do nothing, dude. Come on, let's keep it a stack. This is what I'm talking. Listen, bro, I make this content because it's real. They make this content so they can charge black women up, put the battery in their back. They get out here, fuck themselves up, and guess who has to come and save them? This is what I've been talking about. She said, listen, he tolerates you because you help him pay bills. Now, let me keep it a stack. I knew of dudes. I don't personally know them. I knew of dudes because my female friends from back in the day, told me stories of how they're helping Glocktavius pay their rent. Listen, I knew a shorty, right? One of my female friends from back in the day, dealing with a Glocktavius or Tyrone, whichever category he fall into. And guess what? He was jacked up, right? Money effed up, things not going his way. She helped him pay his rent. Whatever his rent was, she gave him half the bread. He had to come up with the other half. She might have even gave him 60 to 75% of the rent, and he came up with the rest. So yeah, they helped Glocktavius pay some bills. You feel me? If she does have a place with Glocktavius, right? Yeah, she split the bills 50-50 with Glocktavius. And guess what? Glocktavius out there selling drugs. Or maybe, listen, Glocktavius moves into her spot and he don't pay bills in her spot. He just break down the weed there. He just bring his re-up over there. He just stash the money over there. He don't give her no bread, or he break her off a little bit of bread. He ain't really doing too much. Again, they're talking about a small percentage of guys. She said working 2 and 3 jobs while he works 1. Again, you're talking about that hood power couple shit. I keep cursing, but let's keep it a stack. She talking about that hood power couple stuff where, oh, she's a CNA and he's a bum, or she's an RN and he's a drug dealer, or she's like a lawyer or something and he's a bum. You feel like it's always her with some, high end career, doing well, and who they mess with? Bums. You don't listen. If you're an RN, why not look for a man again who at least has a bachelor's degree? I'm not saying college equals success. I'm not saying university equals success, but at least look for a dude who put himself through the fire like how you did and made it to the end. One thing we can all say about people with university degrees, those are people who are willing to see something through to the end. Most people who go to university drop out in the first 2 years. So at least look for somebody who has a realistic career. Listen, even for guys who didn't go to college, you're not looking for the sanitation. You're not looking for the sanitation engineer, again, aka the garbage man. You're not looking for a firefighter, a policeman. You're not looking for the welder, an electrician, a truck driver. You feel me? You're not looking for an engineer, a pilot. You're not looking for people with real careers. You're looking for guys with a status symbol. Again, rappers don't make no money until you sign your life away in a 360 deal on a dotted line. Until you sign that, you're not making no money from rap. Dudes talk about independent, I'm streaming. You're not making money from that, dudes. Quit the cap. You're getting paid pennies for streams. You're better off being a YouTuber than doing that. You feel me? Because those guys live off of clout. He expects when he show up in a restaurant, yeah, give me a free meal because I'm so and so, or give me a discount because I'm so and so, or better yet, I'll promote your restaurant, give me a free meal. It's like, come on, son, you look for dudes with status. You don't look for men with real careers. Oh, he's cool. Oh, he's tall. Oh, Glocktavius, Tyrone. You know what I mean? Like, yo, come on, son. Like, you do, you shorties, yo, I don't know about you, man. Loose screw in the head, right? She talked about how she knows black men don't like us or them, right? Speaking from her perspective, black men don't like them as a collective. So she has her options open. Now, I made that video literally a few days ago and I called it "You Have Options." Black men, you really have options. Again, let me say this one more time. Black men, you really have options. Do you guys understand how black women are looked at globally? Globally, not locally, not within your city, not within your state, globally. Globally. It listen, at least the majority of the planet as far as men, the majority of men don't want nothing to do with black women. The majority of men on the planet. We're talking about white men, we're talking about Asian men, Hispanic men. I mean, outside of black men, again, the rest of the men on the planet, Asian, Hispanic, and white. These guys don't want nothing to do with black women. And for the guys who are willing to deal with black women from these groups, listen, you got Chinese men going into Africa, smashing an African woman, creating a child just so he can have a visa, just so he can set up his roots in that African country and build the next Chinatown. You think he loved black women? You got European men backpacking with, listen, pocket change, dude. Going down to Africa, smashing black women, having his way with black women. It don't matter if he's in North Africa, which really isn't, you know what I mean? But we get it. Having his way, listen, he's really having his way in West Africa, East Africa, South Africa. All these dudes fly down into the Caribbean and do the same thing. You think the Asian men who are in all these listen, in my part of the world, my peoples are at, all these white or Chinese men in the Caribbean doing what? The same thing. Having sex with black women, producing babies, gaining visas, and taking over the countries. You think these dudes like black women? You think they care and cherish for black women the same way how black men do? Again, we already understand how black women are looked at in South America. We don't even need to touch that topic, dude. They're at the bottom. Yeah, black men, you at the bottom with them too. But guess what? Guys look at them again, even for men who are willing to deal with them. I'm telling you, I've heard this out of these guys' mouths. A lot of you dudes, you're not really in the states and cities where you can be around foreign men. A lot of you guys haven't traveled, so you don't know what these people think of people from their own group that look like us, black men. Black women are used as fun. White men use black women as fun. Whether he's white, like European descent, or he's white passing, in these South American countries, they use black women for a quote unquote good time, aka sex, and you build a family. Either you get her pregnant, knock her up, right? Keep it pushing, and you get married and build a family with a snow bunny or a white passing Latina or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, black man. Globally, that's their image. Even when these dudes feel like, yo, but man, listen, she got ass, curves, and titties. Dudes feel like, yo, just pay for it. You can just pay for it. Why get the option that comes in the black version? Like, come on, that's how these dudes feel. Again, do I agree to that? It's just is what it is. That's the world. That's how it's been set up. We just have to adapt to it. Now, when she's talking about she has options, black men. Yeah, black men may be looked at on a like a lustful level, a fetish type of level. Some chicks just want to see if you got BBC. They want to know if you can lay it down. You know what I mean? But those actually lead to something. Let's keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? She had a fetish. You laid it down and led to something, or she just had a real, genuine, interest in black men. I mean, it is what it is. But we see time and time and time again. Don't matter if you're in the Caribbean, don't matter if you're in South America, don't matter if you're in Asia, Europe, you will see a good looking chick with a black man, and it's not lust, it's not a fetish. You feel me? Now, she said Black women are seen as a pillar of strength, being independent and resilient. Women of other races and cultures aren't seen that way. They're looked at as soft, fragile, and delicate. Now, let's just go ahead and keep it a stack, son. Listen, black women in America, what you've been doing is quote unquote fighting, right? You've been fighting for a long time. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't fight for your rights and stuff like that, but you guys been fighting for a little bit more than just rights. You, especially in the last couple years, they've been pushing for something, I guess, quote unquote, equal treatment. Again, nobody else is pushing this fight the same way they are. No one else is pushing it. Again, they feel like, oh, we don't have opportunities and all that other kind of stuff. I mean, I get it, I get it, but that's what they're doing. So the fact that you guys created that image for yourself, the fact that you guys did all of that for yourself, and now you're looked at as being, again, first of all, you're the ones who screamed it. I mean, yeah, Becky, she told it to you, but you're the ones who screamed it. I'm strong. I'm independent. I don't need no man. You scream that. Yeah, we get it. Becky told you that. You believed it. You screamed it to the heavens. You put your fist up in the air and said, and put your middle finger up next to it and said, fuck black men. You the one who went out here and did all that. So the fact that you created the image for yourself, right? The fact that you created that image for yourself and you feel some kind of way because people look at you from that light, you feel some kind of way. And the fact that these other women don't get out here, protest, argue, say they don't need no man, right? Not claiming to be strong and independent. And because they're looked at as soft, fragile, and delicate. So when black men see these other chicks, well, listen, yeah, she is soft. Yeah, she does smile a lot. Yeah, she is fragile and delicate. She is submissive. The word they hate so much. You feel me? The fact that you are agreeable, the fact that they are compatible, right? The fact that she treats him good, she hears him out. It's not all about what she wants, and she's willing to do what? Compromise. The fact that guys can work with her, build towards something. Again, you created the image for yourself. And what? Black men are supposed to feel bad? We're supposed to feel bad because every other group of men look at you from this particular light. I mean, even some black men might. I mean, let's keep it a stack. Only group of women who ever talk about we're strong and independent and don't need no man. Yeah, Becky might be saying that, but she's all talk. You feel me? She's all talk. She's like a chihuahua, all bark and no bite. Black women, they're like Rottweilers, all bark and guess what? She will bite. She will bite. You feel me? And that's the big difference. And let me go ahead and end it off, right? She said, do you think a man who sees you as a pillar of strength will cherish you? Yeah, black men. Black men know you talk about how you don't need no man. Black men know about how you talk about F them and you a bum, you a loser. You feel me? Oh, you short. You not Glocktavius, you not tough, you not gangster, you not real. You feel me? You don't have dreadlocks, you don't have tattoos, you don't have gold fronts, superficial things. You don't tote no gun. Jada Waiter said, listen, I'd rather a man tote a gun with a felony over a professional soccer player. That's who they look up to. And even after all of that stupidness, after all that nonsense, after all that garbage, guess who is still willing to deal with you, take care of you, cherish you, love you, protect you, provide for you, create children with you, build a life with you, see it all the way to the end, let you disrespect him, let you bring bastard kids to him. What man is willing to accept all of your bull ish and still love you? Black men. Preto hermano. Negro hermano. Anyways, yo, son, I'm out. Peace.